Well, welcome everyone to Discover Kannaway. We're thrilled that you're with us to this evening. My name is Valerie.
And I'm Andre, and we are doing this from our beach house in Old Saybrook, Connecticut. So the background is different, and this is the very first Discover Kannaway. We always say we can do this business anywhere, and we are doing it here.
Yes, absolutely. And we have some very special guests this evening that are going to be sharing with you their expertise, why Kannaway, why now. And so for all the guests that are with us this evening, welcome. This event is for you so that you can learn more about Kannaway, the company that is making a difference all over the world. And we are forever grateful that we were introduced to this company. It's going to be 5 years ago, August, and it's been an incredible journey. And I know you're going to really enjoy what you're going to hear this evening.
So the Discover Kannaway events are ideally suited for anyone who's evaluating Kannaway as a business. So you probably saw already a few videos, maybe attended a virtual HBR or a live HBR where we demonstrated the simplicity of this business. And now you're here with us. And we're really, really excited that you are here to validate the science, to validate the products, and also to validate the business, because we're going to get more into the numbers. So this is what we are going to spend our time together. And we should be able to cover all of this in 45 minutes. So more importantly, we want to demonstrate how powerful and our proven business model distribution works. So we believe that we'll also be able to very clearly demonstrate and validate the business for you, as well as the products and the science. So
I am super thrilled to introduce our first expert speaker this evening. This is a very special person who we've known for over 20 years. She's a corporate executive, high-level corporate executive with the L'Oreal companies. Very, very knowledgeable about product formulation, product development. Came on board when I first took a look at Kannaway, and I called up Melissa and I said, you have to take a look. I know your background, and if you think this is good, then we've got something pretty special. So again, a corporate executive with the L'Oreal company. She's a product expert. She's our business partner and extraordinaire on our products and our science. And so everyone, please welcome Miss Melissa Temple-Agosta.
Thank you, Valerie. Thanks, Andre. It's great to be
Melissa,
here.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So yes, I'm coming to you live tonight from North Carolina. I'm so excited to share my expertise with you. I had the pleasure of spending a couple of years working at the corporate office for Kannaway and learning directly from some amazing people, Dr. Stuart Titus, who, if you don't know who he is, you will know shortly, and just kind of was like a sponge of all of this. I've been like that my entire life, and I've been sharing this with people, and it's served me well, but I'm also building a business as well. So I want you to know that this is not my only hat. This is a separate hat. I have my business hat that I normally wear 99% of the time. So without further ado, I would love to take you through the science.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so what is cannabis? Don't be afraid of that word, everyone, because cannabis is just the name for a group of plants. And within that group, we have a couple different things. So I wanted to give you an analogy. When you look at the different parts of hemp, when you look at hemp and marijuana, they are basically just two different types of cannabis. So it's like citrus fruits. You see in front of you, there's many different types of citrus fruits, but they all come from the same family. That's kind of what we're dealing with here. So similarly, cannabis is known primarily for, the two different species. And I think most people are familiar with the other one that scares them, and they shouldn't be scared with any of it because we have studied this for so long. When Valerie and I first started 5 years ago, no one knew what the difference was. No one knew about hemp and no one knew the history. So that's why we were tasked to kind of educate and spearhead this. So when we say cannabis here at Kannaway, we're talking about the hemp plant, okay? So that's the first thing to know. So let's go on to the next slide. So hemp in general has gotten a lot of press lately, and you probably have read many articles about hemp. Actually, behind me is a hemp briefcase that I have, and I love that because it's just one example of what hemp can do, and we'll talk about that next. But hemp grows very quickly. It's very tall and stocky like bamboo. It's not short and bushy like the marijuana plant. It looks very different. It's great for the environment. It's sustainable. It's renewable. It's carbon negative. It's a great source of nutrition. So hemp is also nutrition, and it is the best source for CBD. It has over 50,000 uses. So when we talk about the applications of hemp, you've heard a lot of different things, I'm sure, if you've been dabbling around or Googling or whatever you've been reading. Biofuels, textiles, clothing. I'm wearing a hemp t-shirt right now. Packaging, paper. Our boxes of our products are made with hemp paper. Bioplastics are something that is a dream for the world because of all the plastic floating in the oceans and just killing the environment. It would be a blessing to have everything made of hemp. Here in North Carolina, there was the very first hemp home, and there's 2 here now. I dream of going to drive to the mountains and seeing it. I will do that soon. And then, of course, hemp batteries and more. So you have to kind of know history to respect where we are now and look to the future. Hemp is not a new thing. Back in ancient civilizations, the Chinese Emperor Shen Hung recorded the first medical use of hemp, and hemp was commonly around the world used for fibers and textiles. Even when you come to America, as early as 1850, hemp was a staple crop. You had to grow hemp to have a colony in the US, and hemp was part of the US pharmacopoeia. Cannabis was a medicine. But in 1937, with the passage of the Marijuana Tax Act, this ended the role of cannabis as anything seen as positive, and hemp was lumped in with that, unfortunately. So it was taken out of our food chain. Fast forward to 2009, 2012, and Kannaway and our group of companies became the first to launch a commercial CBD product in the US, which was a huge deal at the time. So why? Why do we need it? Why CBD? We take the CBD from hemp. I think we've established that. We know it's had a storied past, and we know it's beneficial because of its history. And here's why. Our bodies have an entire regulatory system called the ECS, or the endocannabinoid system. If you look at the picture of the body on the left, you see all of these green and yellow dots, and those are where all these little receptor sites live within all of our internal organs, our nervous system, everything that operates and makes our body function properly. It's the largest self-regulatory system, period. And we use cannabinoids, it uses cannabinoids to transmit signals and help to kind of translate all the different messages between the organs as they're trying to communicate, because we need balance. Balance is for mood, appetite, sleep, and even hormone production, all of the things that we need to live a healthy life. And then there's more. So now Dr. Ethan Russo has identified that there is a syndrome, a new deficiency called clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. And this is something that the medical community is waking up towards, because researchers believe that this is the underlying reason for so many ailments that are caused by inflammation. Our immune system is affected. And when you feed your body with cannabinoids and these little receptor sites are all turned on, it makes a huge difference in overall health of the body. So let's go on. Hemp-derived CBD is a cannabinoid. So CBD stands for cannabidiol, but it's one of many compounds in the cannabis and hemp plants. There's over 500 different chemical compounds in the plant that acts synergistically together to create what you may have heard fondly as the entourage effect. It's when all of these things work together to create this balance and this positive effect that we're all looking for. Okay, let's go on. So I mentioned him earlier. This is Dr. Stuart Titus, and he is a world-renowned cannabis expert, and he is the CEO of Kannaway's parent company, Medical Marijuana Incorporated. Stuart attended his first medical symposium in 2006 for cannabis specifically. And this is important because this is way before hemp was being grown, proliferating in America, where the Farm Bill was starting. This was way before all of that. It was still a very difficult conversation. And he was really astounded to find out that our own government has a patent on cannabinoids as antioxidants and neuroprotectants, that there is in fact a therapeutic usage for this. So this has been since, as you see, the date of the patent, 2003. So our companies work with another company that has the exclusive rights to study on this through the National Institutes of Health and find out why we really need this. So let's go further now. So the goal, after learning this and after following history, the goal of Kannaway was basically to research, manufacture, and market some of the world's most innovative products sourced from hemp. And the goal is to combine the scientific knowledge with the benefits of nature, because that's really what all of this is meant to do, and replace a lot of synthetic things that are not serving us nor our planet. So we're the pioneers. This is a company of first. When our group began, this was not possible. No one had accomplished this because we had to legislate governments. We had to go and talk to the FDA and the World Health Organizations and all these things, which you'll see shortly on our timeline. And in those early days, there was no technology to even produce the products and harvest the hemp on the scale that we envisioned. And so we invented it. Someone had to do it. So we are the first. The first CBD product ever sold was us in April of 2012. And you know that he started looking at this in 2006. So it's been a long time and it is a long journey. It's good to know that this company has done all of this for us. So let's take a little tour of the timeline quickly. So in 2009, we have said this, but we were the first publicly traded cannabis company in the United States. That's our parent company. Fast forward to 2011, we're the first company to establish a global CBD pipeline and actually allow hemp to be imported from Europe. This had never happened before. We're the first company to launch a commercial CBD product and sell it across state lines, started in California and spread across the US very quickly. Then also the first company to develop the strict quality standards, which you will hear about from Carol shortly and why that's so important. Next, the very first company, and this is so important, to license the famous National Institutes of Health government patent on cannabinoids as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. The science leads the way. In 2014, finally, Kannaway launched, the very first direct selling company in the cannabis industry, which was really important because people trust people they know. And in order to remove the fear surrounding cannabis, we had to bring it to each other one-on-one, one person at a time. It's not about billboards. It's about people helping people. And this was the only way to do that. Then also something remarkable happened in the same year where we were the first company to actually introduce legal CBD in Brazil. And that was led by the Fisher family. And you can look them up and watch their documentary Illegal. Next we were the first company to legally register a CBD-based nutritional supplement. And it keeps going. First company to bring legal CBD to Mexico. First company to bring legal products, CBD as a drug in Paraguay to help children and families. This is Raul Elizade, who heads up our Hemp Meds division with Caroline Hines, and this is all about going straight to the source and addressing the World Health Organization about CBD. What an honor that was. And finally, we were the first direct sales company to offer CBD products in Europe in 2018. And that business is on fire. It's spreading around the world. Now we're in Vietnam and Japan and Russia and Kazakhstan and soon to be other places, as legalities happen. This is my favorite part. And this will come out also in the product section, that we are the very first company to be listed in the PDR, the Prescriber's Digital Reference, which was formerly known as the Physician's Desk Reference. That's so important for the medical community to be able to look it up on their app and see, oh, wow, there is that product. They are the only product in there. There's a reason for that. The right research has been done and everything else. So if you're one of those people, or if you have somebody that you know that wants to do a little bit more research on cannabinoids and hemp and CBD, we have a website that we use, and this is a nonprofit organization called Echo Connection, which you'll hear a little bit more about later. But echoconnection.org has an education tab. You can look up any condition that you would like to research, and all of the white papers, the PubMed.gov, National Institutes of reproductivehealth.gov articles will be here, all alphabetical. So you have a resource. You don't have to claim to know anything about the science. We are not doctors. We do not make any medical claims. We rely on echoconnection.org to do that for us. So please use that resource. It's fantastic. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you guys.
Wow, that was wonderful. Thank you so much, Melissa, for being with us and sharing your expertise. Really,
you're welcome.
Have a
Thank
nice
you,
night.
Melissa.
Have a great night.
And now I'm very pleased to introduce our next guest, Miss Carol Hatton-Holmes from Pennsylvania. She's with us this evening. She's got a huge background in corporate America on the technology side, and it was as a result of utilizing our products that she really wanted to delve in and understand them, and also build a business with us as an entrepreneur in this space. So we are thrilled to have Ms. Holmes with us this evening. Thank you so much for being with us, Carol.
Thank you for having me. This is so exciting. Thank you, Melissa. You know, every time I hear that part of the presentation, I learn something. So that was wonderful. I'm here from Malvern, Pennsylvania to talk to you tonight about the products. And again, Valerie said the reason that I'm talking about products is because I have a personal experience. The products are wonderful. And once I used them, I wanted to learn more about them. So I delved pretty much into the products. So without further ado, I'd love to talk to you about why Kannaway products are different than some of the other products on the market. So we actually have 3 key ingredients that differentiate us. We have a green oil, which is the raw hemp oil. It's the raw plant. It's like you put it in a juicer and it comes out as a green paste. It's the raw natural plant with all the phytocannabinoids in it. And then we have another product, another ingredient, the blue oil, which comes from the green oil, but it's filtered. And it's filtered to get the plant material out of it, the raw plant material, but still keep in the cannabinoids and the terpenes and the flavonoids, all the good stuff. And that's done through a process called decarboxylation. And then we actually have a gold oil that's even further refined that creates a ultimate solution for CBD oil. And it is a filtration process it gives you this great honey gold, this oil. And we are the only company that actually is bringing you those 3 formulas, the green, the blue, and the gold. Other companies actually sell CBD distillates and isolates, which we have, but ours actually comes from the raw plant. And that helps to keep in the terpenes and the flavonoids to bring you the highest quality product. So how do we do this? We have a process. It's the soil to sale process. And it actually starts with the soil, then how is it processed, what safety factors do we use, and what education. So we start with the farming and the heritage of how did we come up with where we were going to find this hemp and grow it and have the best product. So we researched over 3,000 different farmers, cultivators. And we also researched the plant itself to find the right formula, the right plant with the right contents in it for us to be able to formulate it. But what happened was we looked at it, we said, well, how are we going to process this? We can't hand pick this all. So we were the first company to create a combine harvester that harvests the hemp. And what it does is it saves all the rest of the plant, the stem, the stalks, to be used in other industries. So we were the first to develop the combine harvester. So you say, okay, so you harvest the hemp. How do you extract the oil from it? We actually set the standards for that because we were the first company to create CBD oil in the US. So we set the standard for the entire industry. Well, how did we do that? We looked at what process we could use to do that. And we chose a process, we formulated the process. It's called the supercritical CO2 extraction process. I know that sounds very technical and very scientific, but that is a process that we created that other companies have used. Not all companies use that. Some use a solvent, they don't use CO2. And that's really important when you're looking at what the test results are. So Dr. Stuart Titus, who Melissa mentioned, he worked with experts to come up with that process, as well as come up with not only the extraction process, but also a triple lab testing process, which makes our product high quality and safe for you to take. So what does that mean? How did we do that? We set the standards. We set this triple lab testing process in place. And we test at 3 points along the process. And we use the standard process, and we are the standard for the industry. So how does that work? What does that mean? What we do is we test in the whole process. So first we test it in the growing season. And then after the harvest, we test to make sure that it has the optimal cannabinoids in it that we're looking for, that there's no heavy metals, potential contaminants, and other things in the products. Then the second point we test the hemp oil after in a batch as a sample, and we take it to a third-party testing lab. We do not do our own testing. So the testing is done at a third party. They're looking at the concentration of the cannabinoids. They're looking for mold, mildew, fungus, salmonella. So they're looking for anything that could be a residual solvent in the batch. And then after the product is finally manufactured, it is tested once again for optimal safety standards. You can find a QR code on every single one of our products that if you have a QR app on your phone, it will take you to the lab results and you will be able to see exactly what is in that product. So that's our triple lab testing. We also, as Melissa mentioned, we are big on education. You might have seen us in some of these publications, Fortune, CBS, Wall Street Journal. Dr. Titus has been in front of the FDA. We've spoken in front of the World Health Organization. So we are all about educating the public on what good and quality products look like. So in summary of these the things that we've talked about, we triple lab testing, which we talked about, it's tested in 3 places. Also, the U.S. Hemp Authority has given us certification. They're an independent third-party organization that looks at companies to make sure that they are giving providing quality and safety measures for their products, and what the label says is what's in the bottle. And then the last thing, which is really huge, and Melissa talked about this a little bit too, was that we're the first company ever to be in the Physician's Digital Reference. This is huge, because if you go to a doctor and you ask your doctor about CBD, your doctor can go to the PDR, look up CBD, and find our Pure Gold product in that publication. So we have the highest quality standards in the industry. We use ISO, IEC only accredited testing labs. It's 100% natural and botanical. There's no pesticides, no herbicides, non-GMO, and it's federally legal in all 50 states. So those are our standards. Now, what products do we have? Well, we have products for everybody, for all. We have liquids, we have capsules, we have an applicator. We have a topical salve, which we just reformulated with 500 milligrams of CBD. And this is a product that I think everybody should have in their medicine cabinet. It works wonders for so many, it can work wonders for so many things. We also have enriched hemp oils, which are new to us as well. And they have some terpenes and different flavonoids in them that are effective for, have been effective for certain conditions. Our skincare line is amazing. It's made with hemp and some Chinese botanicals, a bibong formula that makes it just an incredible skincare product. I was using some expensive skincare and I switched over and I just love the skincare. We have nutritional, so we have protein and we have greens for those of you who are looking for, say, a meal replacement or to balance your nutritional and your fitness health. We have essential oils. We also have products for your pets. We can't forget our little furry friends. Actually, my dog is on the pet products. So CBD helps animals as well as people. So I just thought you should know that. And then we have this new cannabis fitness program that we just launched a couple of days ago, actually, that has the protein, it has this pure CBD, and a program to help you reach your optimal fitness goals. And one of the other things that we're doing now that no other CBD company does is we have an endocannabinoid DNA testing kit. And what that means is that you can find out what CBD product would be best for your DNA sequencing. So it actually looks at your endocannabinoid system, it looks at your DNA, and it will give you a report that provides you with a specific product that will be the best one for your optimal health. So that's where the products are, and I just am so thrilled to bring them to you today. They're the highest quality, and I just love them.
Thank you so much, Carol, for being with us. That was an incredible presentation.
That was exceptional, Carol. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for being with us and for being such a loud and proud brand ambassador with our company. We appreciate you. So now
we get to talk about the part that
one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of your favorites, and that's about creating possibilities.
Absolutely. It's all about the business and how we can add value to other people's lives, not only with our incredible products physically, but also financially. And that's what we're going to speak about now. And we're thrilled to bring this to you. And then afterwards, we're going to have a special guest speaker with us shortly.
So let's go into the first company of its kind. Kannaway is the natural choice. Why is that?
Okay, well, first of all, it's all about, if you're evaluating a business, you want to know who's running the ship, right? And we have an exceptional corporate team led by Blake Schrader, our CEO, Stephen Jones, Yanni Hymanen, and Tyler. And we are just winning awards, Company of the Year in 2019, and then more awards as we go. The Stevie Awards, both here and in Europe, the Golden Bridges Awards, the Business Innovative Group Awards, and the Best in Biz Awards. So if you're evaluating a business, you want to know there's a company out there that's getting the accolades and the recognition that you would want to see in an emerging company.
And if you notice, in every single category, there's 2 awards that were won. So that's really amazing. There's 10 awards there, everyone, that was won in 2019.
And then, of course, it's about the growth. And when we started, it was hardly anything. You know, we just started. And look at that growth, 900% growth over the last few years. That is incredible and record-breaking. So we're super excited about that. So, you know, how do you profit from the global cannabis boom? As you said, I love that diagram. It is global. So we're going to show you how to do that now. Now, traditionally, so just some traditional choices, you would need to open a dispensary. That's an option. It would cost you a couple $100,000 just to start up, staffing costs, licensing requirements. You could open a health food store, perhaps, and that's another couple $100,000, staffing costs, web development, accountants, lawyers, you name it, you know, space, rent, the whole thing. You could open a cannabis farm, and there are many people who have done that. It's not as simple as you might think. Couple of $100,000, $500,000 to $1 million just in startup costs, staffing costs, a growing license, experience, machinery. We talked about how we had to develop that machinery. It just doesn't come, you know, very easily. So these are some traditional choices. Or you can do kind of what we did and get involved in the legal cannabis space.
We did something a little bit more simple. We decided to go for the natural choice.
And that's Kannaway, you know, very low cost to get started. We're going to go over that. A website and e-commerce platform provided, operations, customer support, shipping, logistics, everything is provided to you, as well as a complete international opportunity.
So let's look into why make Kannaway your business, because that's really the question. As you evaluate this business, you know, here's some of the reasons why we made it our business. Well, we're the global leader. We're the global leader providing hemp-derived cannabinoid solutions that addresses really a global increase in the demand for cannabinoids. It's really remarkable how quickly this is growing. And also, we're the world's first entrepreneurial legal cannabis opportunity. We're the very first. We're the company first. And look at the growth. $591 million in this industry in 2018, which will grow to $22 billion by 2022. So as you evaluate a business, you want to be part of that growth curve where it's just taking off. And also with over 50,000 uses for hemp, we are at the forefront to bring a wide range of hemp-based products to the global market. So the future is bright for us.
Absolutely. It's all about making a difference. You know, that's what it's all about. Adding value to another person's life. Millions of people every day are searching for a lifestyle solution to make a difference and make money. It's all about lifestyle. We have a lifestyle business. And more people every day are finding that with Kannaway. We've got 9 different ways to generate earnings, plus something very unique, and that is a minimum income guarantee. Here at Kannaway, we provide the ideal combination of passion and compensation for a lifestyle business with many, many rewards, and we're going to go over some of those now.
So how this can work for you, we're going to just share with you some simple things that you can do to get started with us. So the first thing is enroll. Enroll as a brand ambassador. That puts you in a place of being in business for $54.98. Now it's important as we share this with you, what you're going to get for that $54.98. The company made a decision that rather than you investing a fortune in all the infrastructure, that you would be able to get started in a business and focus on the experience with the product. So share what the enrollment looks like, what you get for $54.98.
Oh, it's quite remarkable. As we said, it's a very low cost to get started. Your website and e-commerce platform is provided for you. Operations, customer support, shipping, logistics, everything is provided by the company, and a state-of-the-art mobile app that you can run your entire business from your phone, no matter where you are around the world. That is pretty remarkable. And again, a truly international opportunity. The world has become a very small place now, you know, with technology, and we've had the good fortune of being able to travel all over the world, bringing Kannaway to the people.
So Kannaway is the natural choice as a business because you can enroll for a very small amount without the overhead that goes into doing all of this, preparing that. But it's so you can do this most important part, make an appropriate initial order. And we have three choices we want to talk to you about. There's a junior executive value pack. Then we also have the senior executive, but we are going to focus for the purposes of this presentation on the total experience. And here's why. The number one question Valerie and I get asked all the time is, tell me what I need to do to make the most amount of money. You know, you're starting a business. That's a very important part of any business decision that you make. So we're just going to show you what best practice looks like. Of course, you can get started with any value pack that you want, but for the purpose of this, we are going to focus on the total experience. So with the junior executive, you get some of the products. Senior executive, you get more, but you get all the products with the total experience. And here's why it's called total experience. It's so you can experience all the products. This business is so simple to do. The only thing you're required to share is your personal experience with others on what you are getting from these products. That's it. Yeah. Let's talk about our Fast Start Qualified now, why this is so important for getting started in this business.
Yes, well, we have a program called our Fast Start Qualification where within your first few months of getting started with us, you can actually start to earn triple commissions for life. And that's why with our Total Experience Pack, it is instant. You become Fast Start Qualified, so right away, you're going to earn more money more quickly with that Total Experience Pack. And again, that's how we got started. I wanted to use all the products, add value to my life and my family, and that just made the most sense, and it's a business expense. And then we also have something called our Smart Ship Rewards program, and that really is available to you with our Senior and Total Experience Pack, and that really is so that you can get actual free shipping on your products, advance notice of a couple of different promotions that the company is putting on, so a lot of little perks. And note that these value packs are only available at the time of enrollment. So whether you become a customer or a brand ambassador with Kannaway, these special savings of these value packs, and they're called that for a reason because they are a value, are only available at time of enrollment.
So talking about savings, let's look at what the numbers look like when we compare these value packs. And so we can share with you why that total experience is something that we key in on. So if you are interested in maximizing the amount of money you're going to save, then look at the total experience. That's where you're going to save the most amount of money. If you are interested in maximizing the multiplier effect of the compensation, then look again at the total experience. And remember, we talked about the triple commission. Well, this is where you would get an 875 anytime somebody joins and enrolls with that total experience. If you're triple Fast Start Qualified, which you are, triple commissions, it's instant. That's 875 that you're going to be earning every single time. But also Look at the BV. It represents the business volume points assigned to each Kannaway product. We want you to key in on the senior, executive, and total experience. This is what Kannaway's done. They've matched the BV on select value packs, the senior and the total, to the respective enrollment price. Now, if you're new to this and you don't know what that means, I can make it really, really simple. It means this: your business can build and achieve ranks faster. And you will learn as we continue in this presentation why that is so important to you, why that's going to mean so much more income for you to make in a faster way. So let's talk about the Fast Start benefits.
Yes. So first of all, again, every person comes in. Our first goal is to get you Fast Start qualified. We're going to help you enroll 3 brand ambassadors in your first 30 days to become Fast Start qualified. You get 45 days with their senior, and it's instant with the total experience pack. You're now going to earn, as Andre shared with you, triple commissions for life every time a value pack is purchased. When your volume exceeds 3,000 points in 60 days, and every product has a point value, every pack has a point value, the company is going to send you a $1,000 bonus check. And then when your volume exceeds 9,000 in 90 days, success loves speed, this is what we're doing, we're going to send you another $1,000 bonus check. So your approximate average earnings for your first 3 months in business is $800 to $1,200 per month with that total experience value pack. So that is incredible to think that you can join a business, relatively low cost to get started, and have a return on your investment and then some within your first few days or certainly your first few months in business.
And not only that, with a product line, that's probably one of the most important product lines to be on at this time. So we're in a very, very unique place. Product purchases. So let's take a look at that. You've got the state-of-the-art app now and website. You're going to share with people that you're in business, and they're going to naturally want to purchase products from you, and they're going to go to your website and do it. So here's an example. 1 bottle of pure gold, the business value, remember we talked about that BV, associated with that 1 bottle of pure gold that they're purchasing from you is worth 110 BV to you. But also, as customers who are purchasing it, here's the amount of money that you're making, $32 plus $16.50 for every single bottle that they purchase from you. The preferred customers, you have the ability to create preferred customers to give them that status. They're now buying from wholesale from you, that's $16.50. Now you've got 10 preferred customers in a month. You're now earning $165 per month. Now that's great. They're purchasing that every month. You've got that coming in. But here's why we want to demonstrate this. Because the compensation plan really keys in on brand ambassadors being qualified at 110 BV to maximize the compensation plan. So here's what changes if you change your focus. If you focus on building a distribution channel, the higher the volume, the higher the minimum income guarantee that's going through that distribution channel, this becomes really, really easy. So let's walk you through that. So you are helping 3 other people get started just like you did. You get 3 VAs in month 1. You now have triple commissions. In month 2, you now help those 3 get 3. You have 9 VAs, and you've earned a Fast Start $3,000 of $1,000 bonus. And you've hit the first minimum income guarantee rank of executive director that's now paying you $500 as a minimum income guarantee every single month. That is significant. In month 3, now you've got 27 BAs. This is a distribution channel that's being generated, that's being built. And it's 3 helping 3. Everyone's got a vested interest to do this. Now you've hit a significant rank, area director. That's $2,500 minimum income guarantee coming in every single month. How significant is that?
That's very significant. And you think about doing that within your first 3 or 4 months with really not that many people. That's really incredible to have that kind of money coming in every single month by building that. So month 4, you have about 81 brand ambassadors. Again, this multiplier effect of just a few, getting a few. Next thing you know, a couple months later, you're now have over 200 brand ambassadors. And, you know, you take a look at having over 300 brand ambassadors, each on 110 points of volume. Of course, we all want to be a product of the product and be on our oil. So this is not asking a lot. You've now got close to 40,000 in business volume running through your business. You didn't go get them all. You helped a few get a few, and that just kind of multiplied. You are now a regional director, very close to a regional director, with a minimum income guarantee of $5,000 a month coming in. Now, I don't know, Andre, about you, but that is a full-time income for many people to have that kind of money coming in, $60,000 a year. That's a full-time income, $5,000 a month. You're very close to that as you're building this business out. And that's impressive, to say the least.
And this is how this can work for you. It's just focusing and keying in on everyone doing a little, like that 110 BV, that 1 bottle of pure gold. As I said, it adds up. So here's the minimum income guarantee ranks. I always tell people, focus on what you need and we'll help you get there. Not on what you want. Everyone wants to earn so much more money than they're actually making now. Key in on what you need. Valerie and I, after 3 years, accomplished Crown Ambassador Elite. So that's where we're at. So we know that this works. So we really excited for you. This does work, but understand that the income that you earn with us is always dependent on your efforts. That's very key. So we have a promotion that's going on for this summer. So we just never showed you what the minimum income guarantee, what it looks like. Well, they just made it easier to accomplish those minimum income guarantees, Valerie.
Yeah, that's great. And you certainly get with the person that invited you here to explain a bit more. But basically, and traditionally, when you hit the rank, you have to hold your rank. And then should you need that little minimum income guarantee top up that the company offers through this program, then you're paid that. Well, now you hit this rank this month, you're whatever rank it is, next month, you're going to get paid whatever it is that you need, should you need that minimum income guarantee. So that is very exciting. And we're super thrilled that they put this in place to help people get more money more quickly, especially during this time.
Yeah, Kannaway understands the importance right now at this time of putting money in your pocket as quickly as possible. This is an incredible promotion that's going on. So this is going to make a difference for thousands and thousands of people out there.
Yeah, so right now I am thrilled to introduce our dear friend from the Philadelphia area. Miss Tina Fortvarno is with us this evening, and she is a serial entrepreneur. Tina owns, I think it was over 17 different salons and spas. Not just one, 17, a little bit of an overachiever. And, she had a great experience with our products and said, you know what, I'm busy, but I want to be a part of this. And we're thrilled to have her with us to share a little bit of her story. Why Kannaway, why now? And Tina, the floor is yours. We're thrilled that you're with us this evening.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Andre and Valerie, for having me in tonight. Melissa and Carol, I have to say, I'm always so impressed on how you educate and present yourselves. I'm right behind you. So that'll be my next goal. So here I am. I'm supposed to tell you about business and how Kannaway has worked for me. And so here we go, guys. I'll be quick, I promise. Although I've had many wonderful years and a comfortable lifestyle through my salon businesses, I've truly enjoyed the process and the time and the extra income I have earned with Kannaway. The ability to have a team of people that are helping me succeed and the experience and understanding of what is called multi-level marketing business has been very rewarding for me. What originally was a love affair with one product turned into a future without pain, as I've struggled with many autoimmune issues and fibromyalgia for years. So I guess, coming from a traditional background in business, I'm very grateful for one thing I am on cue with is that I have an open mind to a different kind of business platform. Many business owners like myself, for some reason, cannot wrap their heads around the great potential of multi-level marketing. But for me, I guess I was just willing to jump right in, and the trust and the system and what I have never looked back on. I mean, I truly fell in love with the products, and I felt the business looks amazing. And 2 years later, and I'm thrilled to be part of this family. Now, keep in mind, never did I ever imagine that all of my salons would be completely shut down when I first signed up with Kannaway months ago. So here we are in the middle of a pandemic, and I have all these wonderful salons completely shut down. Not one penny coming through my door other than a rent that's due when I get back. So Kannaway is truly a blessing in disguise. It has offered me so much hope and excitement for the future. It has truly kept me alive. It truly has, in my health, with a healthy lifestyle, and also with my extra income that I earn. I can't express my gratitude enough. As an entrepreneur for about 30 years, I'm finally not alone, because in a traditional business, as a small business owner, there's many days that I'm alone. And with Kannaway, I could earn money, have fun, and never be alone. So I thank you, Kannaway, Valerie, Andre, and if anybody has questions for me, you could always message. I'm here to help.
Oh my God, you're fantastic. I remember that first day we met, I'm like, oh my God, she's, you know, such an entrepreneur and she's so busy, and to see how you've embraced this and been such a great part of our Kannaway family.
You've been a true blessing.
Yeah, thank you so much for being with
So
us,
many.
Tina.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Wow. You know, just
That makes it worthwhile.
Yes,
That
I
makes
know.
it
And
very
you know,
worthwhile.
just like we hear Tina's story, we've heard, you know, thousands and thousands of those stories as we've been building this incredible business, and it's such a blessing, that's for sure.
Tina really came from the heart, which is such a great segue on this next thing, our cause. This is what drives us, our heart-driven. It's Echo. Share with them how important Echo is to our culture, our company, for making a difference.
Yeah, so it's ECHO stands for Education, Collaboration, and Hope, and it's our independent third-party organization that connects people with information as well as products for their families. So we are thrilled. I mean, it is you know, a couple of years now that ECHO has been developed, and we've helped over 157 families worldwide with over 2 million in donated products, and over 1 million educated with access to over 328 original articles that have been published on cannabinoids and the many benefits of CBD and hemp. And this organization is run by our good friend Andrea Burns, and these are not stock photos, everyone. These are families that Andre and I have had the pleasure and blessing to get to know and hear their story. And it is just that. It's all about hope and providing that hope. And we're just so thrilled that ECHO is really a big mission of Kannaway. It's the heart and soul of our company. And, you know, we encourage everyone to give gratefully to echoconnection.org. And also there's a place where not only are you learning information, but you can actually apply for assistance.
That's awesome. So here we arrive. We believe that we've been able to validate for you the science. We've validated the products, the quality of the products, and we've also validated the business. So right now, if you are ready to get started and ready to roll, just contact the person who shared this with you to schedule a new member orientation. And a new member orientation is walking through the 10 steps of what that looks like, and then help you through the enrollment. Now, if you still need more information and you're really not ready to contact the person who shared this with you for that new member orientation, then you can join us for a virtual new member orientation, and we'll walk you through that, and you'll understand what the process looks like. Those 10 steps, that'll become very, very clear to you, and then they'll be able to help you with the enrollment. So register for the new member orientation at hemplifestylenetwork.com/3. So this is a lifestyle business.
Yes, it is.
It is a lifestyle business, and it changes so many lives. It helps so many people. But we want to just share with you the brand Kannaway that we are so proud of. It is, I believe, a company that's done so many right things, and they're a shining example of what a professional network marketing company looks like. So with that, we want to thank you for joining us for this Discover Kannaway, and we are going to leave you with this